And our recipient is Jessica Piscitelli Robinson. Claire Hennessy will present the award to Jessica.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Now, some of you might know it was much against my better judgment to actually recommend Jessica Robinson for an Oracle Award, but then I found I had very little choice because she actually does richly deserve to be recognised for everything she does. Now, I did lead most of my life blissfully unaware of her until the COVID-19 pandemic, when all the virtual world opened up. Now, Regina and I at 6 Feet Apart Productions were feeling really pleased with ourselves. Aren't we good to be putting on a show? Only to discover that Jessica had done it already, pivoted instantly from an 11-year in-person show, which she produced in Fairfax, Virginia, with Better Said Than Done. So that was kind of irritating, let me tell you. She's a one-woman dynamo, though, not only producing her own shows, but she also created, produced, appears at the Women's Storytelling Festival, which just had its fourth event in March to massive, huge acclaim. So well done. And if that wasn't enough, she's an incredibly talented storyteller, but please don't tell anybody I said that, in her own right. She's told at the National Storytelling Festival in Jonesboro. She's done at Stone Soup, at the Forest Storytelling Festival, Washington Folk Festival, Florida Storytelling Festival. They go on and on and on. And that just, I'm not going to go on too much about her. And she's actually right in the middle of performing at the Hampton Storytelling Festival alongside Bill Lepp and Sheila Arnold and others. So, she's taken time out of her busy schedule to give us her little bit of a time. Now, she also teaches storytelling and has a full-time job as a videographer and 2 young kids. I just don't know how she bloody does it, but there we go. But I don't want you to just take my word for it, obviously, because you might not be able to believe me. But there were 3 other people who were really felt strongly, and they nominated her too. And that was Ed Stuyvesant, Nick Baskerville, and Bonnie Gardner. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of what they said. So Ed Stuyvesant said, I first saw this nominee's work when she appeared at the Exchange Place at the National Storytelling Festival a few years ago. Her choice of dress code, not quite sure what that means, her choice of story and her style of presentation made it clear that this was a woman of real talent. I mean, obviously, Ed, that's your own opinion. Her own work has expanded from personal stories to include folklore tales, and then most excitingly, original pieces that make brilliant use of classic folk motifs and personal styles, blended seamlessly together so the listener can't actually tell whether they're in fairyland or the suburbs of Washington, D.C. Her centeredness allows the audience to go along with her wherever she might lead. Her fearlessness is contagious. Isn't that sweet, Ed? Do love Ed. Now, Nick Baskerville said, in all the years I have known her, Jessica has embodied the elements of creativity, leadership, and excellence. In doing so, she has positively impacted the storytelling community, not just locally, but worldwide as well. And then Bonnie Gardner, there's her lovely award. Bonnie Gardner, I think actually she needs to lend it to me too. As a teacher and coach, Jessica nurtures emerging talent and helps people see that everyone has a story to tell. I met Jessica in a 5-week storytelling class she taught, and the patience and care she took with each student was generous. Whether a student had ambition for a one-day storytelling, for the stage, or just wanted to tell better stories at parties, or wanted to capture memories for their grandchildren, Jessica met each one of us where we were and gave us the feedback to make us confidently see ourselves as storytellers. So that's what those 3 said. So anyway, I have to say, much as I don't want to admit it, she is bloody brilliant. She's been a huge source of knowledge and friendship for me, helped me on multiple occasions when I hadn't got a clue what I was doing. She makes me laugh uncontrollably. We have this wonderful love-hate relationship. She really gets my awful British sense of humour and has, much as I hate to admit it, become one of my closest friends. So I'm delighted and honoured to introduce the powerhouse that's Jessica Robinson.
Thank you. I brought my own audience because I wasn't sure if how this was going to go. Claire, you realize this is being recorded. That's the first thing I want to say. And secondly, when they said an English lady was giving me my award, I thought I was getting Jennifer Monroe. I just had to say that. Thank you to the NSN. I know how hard it is to find the time to do this. I know how hard it is to find the time to volunteer, and everyone there at the NSN, thank you so much for all you do for the NSN. Thank you for all you do for volunteering. And thank you for this award. And much as it pains me to say, Claire, you know, I love you. And thank you for taking the time, because honestly, I thought about, I want, you deserve this award as much as I. This is what I'm trying to say. And I didn't take the time to nominate you. And you took the time to write a very nice letter and to say some very nice things. And I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate you. And thank you to Nick and Bonnie and Ed for your letters of support. It means so much to me. And really, I just want to say that none of us have any time, right? We're all super busy all the time. And for me, it's just about making the time to do what's important. And what's important to me is storytelling and community, friends. And you can make the time too. So many of you already do make the time. And this award means so much to me because I see that you appreciate how much time I have taken. And I thank you for seeing that. And I thank you for the award. And thank you for all that you do. Okay.